All right, welcome everyone. This is Dragons Down. We are playing our quest variant. We played a little bit on stream. I did ultimately delete that video, trying to sort of do a slightly better job, and I thought for the first time, the first couple times through, maybe it would be beneficial to do it as video, and I can do a little bit of a better job if I need to cut something out or edit or whatever and cover my flaws and mistakes. No, last time I accidentally deleted my base table, so I had to rebuild the whole thing and so on. So we're gonna spend a quick, say, 5 minutes or so to is my taskbar not hiding anymore? God, I cannot explain how much I think the way that they've done the taskbar in Windows 11 sucks. So they're so legit. Oh, I hate it. So I'm going to get my table ready here real quick. And then we're going to go over all the characters and sort of give you the super quick overview before we then hit up the first week here. So first player. Wait, hold on. Let me actually set these up super quick. It's going to take me 10 more seconds here. Done. Okay. So let's take a quick look. So our first character is going to be the human Battlemage. So I picked Battlemage. I have two hybrids. I have one pure caster and one pure fighter. So first thing we have is the human Battlemage here. 3 speed slots, 3 or I should say 3 attack slots, 3 defense slots, right? You have 4 brown action cubes, 2 might cubes, and a purple cube. The purple cube, we took fly. I thought that was a good, we can fly, but we have to be enchanted to do it. So we have to enchant a tile, and then we can fly out of that tile. So I thought that was a pretty good one. The human, of course, gets an extra phase in dwellings, and the battle mage can use the purple cube as a might cube. So of the hybrids, this is actually a pretty easygoing one because ultimately you have a purple cube, which is also just a red cube, or it could be a purple cube. So if you're not, if you don't get anything out of the purple, you can at least, if you're not getting anything out of your spell, you can at least use it as a might cube. So she's currently dual wielding in 2 hands the spear, and that way she could play red, red, purple here, and max out might. She has 3 quests. Minute Merchant. Sell 3 treasures worth 4 gold or less in a single trade action. Explore 4 tiles by collecting the wilderness chits on them. And Diplo goblins, if you meet goblins, you can be their buddy instead of fighting them. Done. That's what she's got, and she is over here on the left with the scholar in the sanctuary, with the knights here, right? And they have any treasure with a spell cube or spell square on the card. Now, mind you, remember you don't get anything necessarily for these. Unless you get that earn a title, but so we'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, so I like the Battle Mage. I think the Battle Mage is a pretty solid class. The reason I took human was because I wanted that extra attack slot, and I wanted this action cube. I did not want Magi, an extra magic cube. So there you go. So that's the Battle Mage. Second character is, and actually, I really should adjust. Yeah, I don't like how high these cards are sitting. I probably should actually even make them bigger over at some point. So I will work that a little bit. So the Druid full caster, we took Halfling, and she's going to have 4 speed slots to get out of dodge. Like, her goal is to mostly run if possible. She's got Charm. The idea there would be to get +2 to all these stats. Her wisdom checks are going to be out, through the roof there, right? Calm to put monsters back in the tray. And then if she does indeed have an enchantment in the land, she can cast Elemental and get something to fight for her. But her goal is not to fight if possible. Her 3 quests are Learn Spell. Clues: when you turn over a wilderness ship that gives you an item or treasure, you can ignore it and take 3 immediate actions, or explore the decayed swamp. Still probably a little too cheap, but it's 1 VP for now. We haven't changed those yet. So those are her 3, and her strategy is going to be mostly pacifistic, right? Get in, get out of dodge. I'm going to turn my mic down the tiniest bit so I'm not in the red ever. Done. Third character we have is a human ranger. Now, ranger I do not love, frankly. In general, do not love the ranger. I think that Woods lore is not super great. You get to reroll 1 search die during each action in a Woods tile. Or Woods, not tile, I'm sorry, Woods clearing. And that's fine, but that requires something interesting to be there. And so she's hoping that there are sites or paths or passages to find, and a woods clearing is sort of involved. But I don't think it makes up for. I don't think it actually helps that much, that power, as opposed to, say, like I said, the archer, which I always gripe. I always compare the ranger to the archer, but so she took short sword, buckler, and leather, sort of a light fighter, and she'll use the sling maybe if we need it. For the spell, I took Trailblaze, and I figured Trailblaze actually, if she gets so Trailblaze allows you to use 1 to move through any clearing that day, even if it's a swamp or a mountain clearing. And the reason I took that, I figured, well, this game is about traveling, and so we will take that mobility option. By the way, I did figure out, so this is totally an aside, I figured out, so what happened is when I copied the deck over, it somehow blacked out all the opposite sides with the guys on them, and you can see it flashing for a moment, but you don't actually get, so it didn't actually, Tabletop Sim did not copy the cards exactly, it blacked out the opposite side. So that sort of sucks. That's why there's only women in the game. It's such as life. So so she turned in a card, got Giant Slayer, so she's sort of stuck with it. You got to kill a giant. It's possible, but dangerous. Awareness, immediately alert. That's good. In a given fight, you can all of a sudden say, I can win this if I can play 6 cubes. That's the card that lets you do that without having to plan ahead. And then Navigator, find 3 secret paths, earn a VP, and mark 3 more found. And that's good. I think that'll actually be sort of a useful one for her to take, given that her powers are search-based. And finally, we have the half-orc Barbarian. A big old fighter, right? 4 might cubes, 3 cubes. I took half-orc for... I didn't get her cubes out, by the way. So let me do that. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Oops, 4. Now, I did not get her sort of optimal, because you will notice that I actually took the battle axe instead of the great axe, because she actually has an option for a great axe. That would have better used her might cubes, because she gets 4 of them. As it stands, 1 of them is going to be unused because that battle axe only takes 3 max. The reason I did that, I just wanted the extra piece of armor, if I'm to be honest. I thought, You know, let's take an extra piece of armor. And that's going to give us a little bit more confidence fighting early. Of course, the Barbarians, the Half-Orc's problem is the fact that she gets no attributes here. So the Barbarian is the worst for any quest that requires you to actually test against cunning or wisdom or charm. She doesn't have much. She does get to, she's the ultimate mountaineer. She moves one phase through all the red clearings, and she gets extra searches. Well, not extra searches, but re-roll a die in the mountains. So she's looking to stay in the mountains if possible. For her quests, she has Bad Crowd. If you encounter bandits, you can join them. Locate Crypt. And Awareness gives you, again, that freebie 6th cube. So that is our board set up. Our events today are Spider Bounty for the first 2 weeks. Killing a spider is going to get you a VP. The Lost Smuggler. So the Smuggler somehow found his way into the barriers here. So close to the Barbarian. That's actually a pretty good one for the Barbarian to go early. No one else. And then the Enslaved Smith, being held in the chamber or the grotto. So we've got to find the chamber or the grotto, which we haven't seen one. But the first one to appear, the Smith is going to be there. And that, I think, starts us off. So we are good. It is day 1, and the Druid is first. The Druid does have $10. She does have Learn Spell. That would be nice to do. But I think what we're going to do first is just to... we're going to go 1. That gets us pull that, and she gets a treasure first off. She's not going to use clues. She's going to take the treasure. And she gets a Potion of Energy, which is... 1 additional cube may be played each combat round until the end of combat. That's fine. And she doesn't need to explore, so she's good. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. She's going to take that one too, and that is a sight. So she gets the first sight on the board. Is it the chamber or the grotto? Nope, it's the hideout. And it's right on top of her. And she is going to search for her last one because, I mean, frankly, she is the halfling. One of her superpowers effectively is she gets an easier time like hiding anyway. So let's roll double looking glass. No, she gets nothing. So she finds nothing today, and she is done for the day. The Barbarian has $8 to her name. The Barbarian also has a nice sort of starter quest here to go get. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and make our way over, and the Barbarian is done for the day. The Battlemage. The Battlemage will use, so she has an extra phase today because she's in a dwelling, so she's going to use it. I'll just move this over here, and she will indeed trade with the Scholar. So let's talk to the Scholar here. 4 treasures, 2 items. So what do we have? We do have a spell scroll, vapor form. So we can't learn anything about vapor form. We have a staff, the Tome of the Fae. I mean, all those are great. Tome of the Fae is great. Vapor form's great, but not for her. This free fireball is great. Like that's all awesome. but I don't think anything that she is going to want. So that's her free trade. So I'm going to move all these up to the Scholar here. Where are you at, Scholar? We're going to group all these and flip them and do this. And I'm going to just take the spell scroll like that. And we'll put it there. Done. I always put the spells because I hate having the spells in there. So that's our first trade. And that is done. So second and third actions. And she sees the wrecked wagons there. So that's second and third actions. I mean, we might as well go for it. Fourth action and sneak. So I will put this here. She is sneaking. And this chick goes back. Done. I just put one chip down here to mark that they are done, sort of. I can do that for anybody else. So she snuck, but we know. Ranger is next. Ranger is sort of the green swirly thing. Ranger also, I think, gets an extra. Yeah, so an extra turn. The Ranger has Navigator, so she wants to get Navigator done. I will say, oh, right, wrecked wagons. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it and flip it and put it on Explorer, because Explorer is to collect 4 of these tiles. So we just want to make sure that she has got 1 of 4. The Ranger, I got $6, so we're not buying anything really. So we're going to get our crap going here. We're going to go 1, 2. And we get to roll the dice. So we're going to delete that. We're going to pull up the dice. She gets 3 gold and 5 fang. So I'll put 1 like this. And we'll do plus plus. We'll just call them the dice, right? And done. 5 fame. 3 gold, 5 fame, like that. The Ranger now has 9 gold and 5 fame. And to keep things going, remember, you need 20 gold to score gold. We're going to say you need 10 fame to score fame, just so we don't... So that was 1, 2. We're going to search for 3. Just so that those aren't, the first few days, those aren't vacillating. No, okay, we got nothing. And now it's time to sneak. Done. We could move back, but I really want to get, I mean, I might as well get this path here while we're here, right? So done. Finally? No, I think it is finally done. So we are done. So that is day 1 in the books. It is monster dice time. Of course, we have our 4 monster dice. Caves and sites. Ooh, well, that's going to draw some stuff. Not caves. I don't think anybody's in a cave tile. But we do have a couple people in sites. The hideout and the wrecked wagons are both going to draw bandits. That's going to draw to the Druid first, because the Druid went first today. So I think our bandits are going to show up. Where are the bandits? And they're going to show up on the Druid, because I think the Druid went first today. Gosh darn it. And they're at the hideout. Our Druid immediately needs to make a sneak check. Well, a hide check, I should say. Both are blank, so the Druid is hit. Done. Now, the Druid cannot escape the bandits. I think the Cutthroat holds them in the clearing. So I think this is sort of a no-go for her. And I think that's the day. So we're going to move on to day 2. It's going to be the Druid again, and the Ranger, the Barbarian, and the Battlemage. So the Druid is first. Druid's going to sneak. So first thing you do is sneak. That's going to require a roll. She does. She is hidden. She is going to search. That's her second action. This is her third action. Her fourth action. And she does find the hideout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the hideout, and I am going to paste it. I'm going to put a small little version of this right here to show that she can loot the hideout. Now, that's going to give her 5 fame. So I'm going to write that here on day 2. She gets ++ hideout, and that's 5 fame. So you still get fame for everything you do. You don't get legend points. But now she is done with her day. The Ranger is next. Ranger is looking for that secret path. So first search, that's a fail. Second search is a success. Oops. So on day 2, we found Unbroken Land, UL 1-3. So that is 2. And we're going to go 3. And then, I mean, nothing else because we will play it fairly safe here so far. Done. Barbarian is going to go 1, 2, and sneak is 3. Barbarian has snuck. I think the mage goes to the wagons. So 1. And we're going to start searching. 2 is a partial success. 3 is a fail. Are we... I mean, the bandits are done, but we couldn't face wolves and orcs still. How fast are wolves on their side? They are 3, so she can't just run from wolves. So it looks like we're going to sneak again. So done. So it looks like everybody is snuck today. Or hidden. We get return, which no one returns. and we're looking for scratches. So no scratches, no scratches, no scratches. The key. That's day 2. For day 3, so it is time for day 3. Druid is first, Ranger is second, Barbarian is third, Battlemage is fourth. The order is random. So we're going to move that up. I mean, I think the halfling is going to do, she's going to hide again. Or sneak, I should say. So she does sneak. And then she is hidden. And now we're going to try to loot the hideout here. So let's go up to the hideout. Where is the hideout? Hideout is up here. 2 deeps, 4 treasures. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2 deeps. So this is the second phase. 1, 2, and 3. She is cursed. So second phase, but she's now cursed. Womp womp. Let's get a curse card up here. For the Druid. And we will roll red dice even odds, so it's odds 6. So what is the odds 6 curse? We get unlucky. Re-roll lowest die per each loot attempt. So there you go. Well, she does get a couple more loots, so she can make those crappy now. So that was her second phase. Third action is a 1, but she has to re-roll it to a 2. So she does get a 2 anyway. So this is her third action, is the Saber of the Fencer, which is actually pretty good for the Druid ultimately. This is the fourth and final phase here. 2. And she gets a 4. So she gets 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ring of Malevolence. I mean, all in all, that was actually quite good for the Druid. Let's move this stuff down to the Druid here. So the Druid takes the Sword of the Fencer. She will wield. She's going to put the Ring of Malevolence on. And she indeed will wear the Robe of the Chanter. Now, because she has popped up 2 great treasures, so on day 3, I believe, that's 10 fang. So I'm just marking where she's getting her fang. Done. Since she has more than 10, we're going to score her now. And she opens up the scoring with 2 points. That's the end of her day. She is cursed. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. But a good day for the Druid here. The Ranger is going to go 1, 2. Flip that bad boy over. It's an item. Oops, that is the wrong camera. 3 should be here. The Ranger gets a leather helm, which isn't terrible. have to work the cameras out a little better. I'm not super happy with how the cameras are. So that is her first and second action, and she gets 2 of those. She's going to go over here and get a third. That's a treasure. Third phase, I should say. And she gets the temporary mist stone. And then she is going to sneak. So her day is over with a sneak. Barbarian is up. Barbarian is trying to get to... Barbarian's going to go 1 because she's a half orc. 2 because she's a half orc. Perform a quest action. That's 3 is the quest action. She can no longer sneak, which sort of sucks. So she's going to go 4. And done. And we do have the Battlemage with the wrecked wagons. So the Barbarian is done. The Battlemage is going to search. 1, it's a partial. 2 is a find. So that's 2 used. Wrecked wagons are found. What do we do here with the wrecked wagons? 2 treasures, 20 gold. When found, you take them all. So 2 treasures and 20 gold, which we'll mark down in a minute. Oh, she gets the Ring of Truth, which she will put on. And the Shoes of the Thief allow her to escape better, but no better than she really does. By the way, the Druid does have some extra cubes now, which is actually good. The Druid actually can use those cubes a little bit to sort of bolster her spellcasting ability. And the human, the Battlemage gets a cube, a white cube. Doesn't help as much, by the way. Also 20 gold. So the Battlemage now has 30 gold, and the Battlemage, because she has enough gold, 20 or more, she scores points on the main scoreboard here. So it's 2-2 now. And I'm going to mark 2 things here. So first thing is on day 3, she's going to get Epic. So that's 5 fame. She also gets 20 gold. Oh, she also gets the wagons. So ++. Wrecked wagon. And that's another 5 fame. And 20 gold. So the Battlemage scores 5 fame, Battlemage scores 20 gold, and gets her gold done there. So that is second, I believe, action. And she will go third action, and then sneak. So... And I think that's it for everybody today now. Let's roll this bad boy. Caves, scratches. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. The Barbarian that's also nothing, because that is mountains or giants on Carrion done. Day 3 is over. We are on to day 4. Battlemage is first this time. So Battlemage goes 1, 2, 3. Flips this guy. It's a gate. We will copy and put a paste there. That is her second chit. Right, it was 1, 2, 3. Sneak. Done. I think the Ranger's gonna go 1, 2, 3 real quick. Flip that bad boy, get an item. Another item, huh? And that's a short bow. Well, it's definitely better than the sling. Then we're going to sneak again. So done. The Druid would like to learn spells, which we don't have the option to learn at the moment. The Druid has to explore the Decayed Swamp. We certainly have no interest in fighting these guys at right now. Let's get out of dodge. Let's go 1, 2. And the secret cache is in 5. Let's go 3, 4, and be done for now. So she didn't have to sneak. Now we're talking about the Barbarian. The Barbarian is going to get out of dodge here. So the Smuggler was originally at the Sanctuary, so keep that in mind. I don't know that we're going to go all the way back to the Sanctuary. We might just go 1, 2, but we can't go any further because that steals one of our our things away. Or we could just go to the mine. We could go 1, 2, 3. And indeed, I think that works for us. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3 and drop him off at the mine. So let's take a quick look. Lost Smuggler, you can bring him back. And we did anywhere to get 1 VP. And so the Barbarian is going to actually score on day, 4? They're going to get Lost Smuggler. And that's going to be a card for the Barbarian and put them in the money there. And that has been scored, so we might as well. We're just going to move that thing off to the side there, turn it on its side. It is done. And we are done today. So, monsters appear in the forest and in scratches. Forest feels like it might draw. Yeah, indeed. We're going to get a giant spider. So the first thing is a giant spider on the Battlemage. And then that's it. No scratches, no nothing. So it is literally giant spider on the Battlemage time. First thing we do is we're going to check to see if Battlemage is hidden or not. She did sneak, and she is fine. But let's take a quick look. Because remember, there is a bounty on spiders this week. So we probably want to try to take this out if we can. Yeah, I would argue. So we're gonna challenge it. So we step out. We're not unhidden. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then of course we need to play 2 spears, 4, 5 like that. That is sufficient. If the spider flips, we will kill it, and if it doesn't flip, we have to roll to hit it. So, first thing is first, does this spider flip over? That would make this fight, nope, it misses. I mean, it doesn't flip over. So do we hit it? We need equals, and we don't. We miss. Spider's turn. Oh, the spider's going to auto hit us. Right, because we played 3 and 2. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Spider auto hits us, dings us in the helmet, and that's fine. We have some extra crap to play. We're going to take the white cube and put that in the wound. We check against the armor. It does a point, which doesn't do any damage to the armor, but it does wound us. All right, let's see if we can get this thing to flip on round 2. It does not flip on round 2, but can we hit it? We need symbols. We miss. It's going to hit us again. And that's going to hit us. And we're going to wound, I think, this guy again. Done. Two down. This is round 3. We're looking for it to flip. It doesn't flip. Or we're looking to roll. We miss. We're going to get wounded to death by the giant spider because in one of the most improbable fights in history, now it flips. We auto. We're going to hit it by over speeding it, and we kill him. Done. 1, 2, 3, 2. Oop. Whoa. But we did take 3 flipping wounds to get that spider killed. What does Spider Bounty say? So we get a VP because we killed a spider. So first thing is first. This is day 4 still. We get Spider Bounty. So that is a card point for us. I'm going to do 2 points, two pluses for cards. We get 8 fame. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. It's annoying. A little bit annoying. So we're going to take 8 fame for the Battlemage, bringing her to 13. We get a card point, bringing her to 3 total points. We're going to take this as a trophy. Oh. In case she sees fit to turn that in. She can score what, $5? Yeah, $5. So it's just $5. But even so, that's not a terrible. That is going to actually put us in second place for fame, and so we're winning 4-2 to 1 to 0. End of the day. I think no one else is fighting today. I think we are all good. And that brings us to day 5, and we go there, and then all of these come off. Barbarian is first. The bees are first, so the Barbarian is first. So, locate the crypt and awareness. So we're going to go 1. We're going to grab an item. Yeah, just a battle axe. 2, 3. Done. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I mean, we might as well flip these over as best we can. We're going to get an item out of there. So the Battlemage grabs an item. Another buckler. Well, we don't have one yet. This will swap us to that for now. But I'll take it for now. So, oh, and she explored. So we actually do get... I'm going to copy a chip there and paste it, because that is her third explored tile. And then that is going to be 1, 2, 3, and a sneak. So sneak will be the last move, and done. The ranger's going. What's the ranger doing? Trying to find secret paths and passages. We're going to go 1, 2. Search for the putrid water path. We fail. And then we'll sneak. And finally, the druid. I mean, we're doing fine. We do have to get rid of this curse, though. But not necessarily like right now. But we do want to get... So where's the decayed swamp? So it is down to the south of us. We go 1, 2. I'm actually going to get 1. We'll trade with the astrologer. 3 treasures, 5 items. Tome of Power. So we got a lot of magic cubey things. A couple weapony things. Still only have $10, so it's not like we're gonna do amazing things here. And that Saber of the Fencer is actually really good for her, really. So I think she's gonna keep that. Are we gonna try for anything else? No, I think we're good. I just figured we might as well use our phases here. So she goes 1, she gets 2, 3, sneak. And she actually would get another one, but that's fun. So all good. Oh no, she doesn't get another one. She's 1, 2, 3, sneak. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it for the characters. I think it's just a monster roll. We are going to draw mountains and bones. I think that's going to be dangerous for somebody. Yeah. Mostly Battlemage, it seems. So mountains for the Battlemage are going to draw a juvenile dragon. So we get 1 juvenile dragon. And I think 2 adults. Someone's just getting 2 adults. I suppose first we have to check the Battlemage. Is the Battlemage hidden? Battlemage is not hidden. Even with the sneak, she is stuck here. Oh, that is a rough haul. This is not great. So these are our 3 fighters here against us. Pull some dice down. Okay, so what are we doing here? We got to figure out how to actually survive this. These guys will fireball us, which is going to suck. We cannot kill the adults in one shot. Not with using the spear in 2 hands. We are also already injured, so this is going to be a real short situation here. We could be in trouble. Could be in trouble. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play, obviously, my 2 might cubes that I need to play here. So that's 2, and we're going to play these 3. And if we play them like this, then this side's fine, and we get some dodge action here. But if not, and we flip, we are in a little bit of trouble. I could also play like this. Which wouldn't at that point matter at all. We might as well play like, if we're gonna play like that, we might as well move them all 3 to defense. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move all 3 to defense. We're gonna target the juvenile dragon. We're hoping to either get lucky around or to stalemate. So first round, those guys do not flip, and this dude flips. I'm going to copy and paste that die for extra. Okay, so this attack goes first as a fireball. Fortunately, it is slower than us, so it gets equal sign, so it misses us. The other 2 attacks are also slower than us. The juvenile hits. He'll hit the buckler and do a wound. The dragon misses. The adult dragon misses. Okay. So I'm going to flip this around. Well, I can't play any more. Like, I can't hit him harder. So I suppose we'll stick with the juvenile dragon and try to get lucky. So this guy is going to flip. Those guys don't flip. So the fireball goes first. They're all attacking at the big disadvantage. That's a miss. Juvenile is second, misses. Adult Dragon third, hits, of course, because that's sort of how it's going today. It's going to wound the helmet and do another wound. And now we are starting to fall apart here because we don't have anything left to sort of give. Our attack's going back. We need double hits. We miss. So yeah, she's going to be wounded to death here. She can't even escape anymore at this rate. Well, she can. That is true because she can play these Shoes of the Thief, but she's got to get these guys down to all twos, which has not been happening for us here. So I think we're hopefully getting this done here. I just need to. Okay, this guy's flipping. That guy's flipping. So we got 2 fireballs incoming at equal signs. That's a hit. We'll do the second is going to also hit. Yeah, she's dead. She is so dead. First fireball is 1 and 2 sharp, so that's 3 damage. So that's going to break the helmet. Do another wound. I mean, yeah. No, she's going to have to do this. I think she's. I think she. This does -2, so that's good. But it does still do 2 sharp, which is enough to kill her. She could have escaped if she'd have lived this round, but she did not. So what I think I intend to do when folks die in this case is we're going to, so we do have another fight coming. Yeah, we have one more fight potentially. So we're just going to start her over as though nothing happened. She's going to have to put this away. And that goes there. She can bring all these back. Three dragons are there. I am going to, hold on, I will put so the ring and shoes are here. We'll just lay them right there. She will head back to the sanctuary. She's going to drop to nothing. And that's it. So be it. So that's our first death here. So, and oh yeah, and the car, yeah. So You're going to drag a new card for that for sure. Because she can't keep it. Like, she can't keep the progress. So I think she'll just delete it. And so it's going to be Minute Merchant, Diplo Goblins, and instead Might Trainer for her. And the Might Trainer is going to be in 1-3, so the Forlorn Tunnel in 2. God damn it. Okay, I hate everything about that. Copy, paste. Okay. Forlorn Tunnel in 2. In addition, so we're going to apply a 2-day penalty. So she dies on day 5. That means she is dead on day 6 and 7. And she is on day 8, she will revive. So could be untenable. But that's what we're going to do. I don't want to be wiping characters out in this test game at the very least. We're going to keep them around. We do have another fight. We have 2 adult dragons here. No, we might not have to fight. The ranger might actually be a little luckier hiding than... And she is, because she did sneak. And that's not a fight we want to get into necessarily, because we cannot run from it. Now we could. I don't know that this helps us much. We could try to ambush them and get lucky, but you're going to have to make some you're going to have a +1 missile roll to do that deed. And then get lucky because you might get your butt kicked. So that's a good question. I don't know. And if you go into melee with that short sword, it's going to take you 2 hits to kill an adult dragon. I think we're just going to let the adult dragons go for now. They're a little tough 2-on-1 with no real equipment. The vapor form thing might help. You can get rid of one as a for instance. So it is day 6. We get 1, 2. She's out. So the Barbarian is first. So what is the Barbarian doing? Barbarian is looking for bandits, which he knows where they are now. So I think we're actually going to head down there. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 4. We're going to risk it. And we do get a sight. Hopefully this is the crypt. It's the chamber. So we should be aware because the chamber is where the legendary smith is. He's at the chamber. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Barbarian is done for the day. The Druid. Heading for the bog. Right? Decayed swamp. It's a little dicier because now you got dragons in the way. You could, yeah. So I think we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. She's gonna use her halflingness, and she gets a gate in 3. And the ranger. And the ranger is Giant Slayer, Awareness, and Navigator. Well, oh, you'd love to have done the thing, but we didn't do the. But we didn't find this yet. That sucks. Is what it does. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then sneak. So the ranger is snuck. I don't think no one else did, and she is out of the game for a moment. We get returns. So first thing is first. We're gonna return. This sucks actually for the orc because the orc was sort of looking forward to hanging out with the with those guys. And these dragons are also coming off the board because no one is in their tile. No one's in this tile. Did we just ditch all the monsters on the board? I think we did, actually. All the monsters go away. Because of the roll. And now we do have to check sites. Is anyone in a location where there's a site? The ranger isn't. Yeah. The berserker is, though. The barbarian is right up here. And the chamber will draw. Chamber's going to draw the Titan. We might as well draw the 3 treasures. Oopsie daisy. The Titan is going to show. Right there, guarding the smith. We're going to have to consider what to do there. We can kill the Titan. That is absolutely the case. But, yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a thing. I don't think anyone else shows because it was only with reference to sites. We're on day 7 here. So this is the last day of the week. Ranger's going to go 1, 2. Ugh, jeez. You know what? The ranger is going to cast that night. So Trailblaze. And that'll give us 1, 2, 3. An extra phase there. And she'll sneak again. Done. Berserker's going to go 1, 2, and sneak, losing a phase because you're in a cave. And finally, the Druid. 1, 2, 3. And stuck, really, because you can't go 4 or 5. And that's really the end of the day. That's an easy day. We get return again, and we get carrion. Let's check for carrion. That's orcs and stink. No. And that's it. And that's our week. So we had... So let's real quick check everyone's score sheet here. So she is dead and revives day 8. So that resets her score. She's out. The Druid has 15 fame, as she does. She has 10 gold still. She's carrying 2 epic treasures, which we ought to count here. So sorry, didn't do that. So she is winning treasures at the moment. So that's going to up her score. I'm glad we checked the score there. The Ranger has 1 of her navigations done. She has 5 fame, 9 gold, slowly slogging her way through, but hasn't really scored yet. And the Barbarian has a single card and otherwise is sort of slogging through. That's it. Our scores are 4-1. 4-1. Druid to Barbarian. Keeping in mind that the Battlemage, a ton of points died with the Battlemage. Because I think she was like, she had a card and she had gold and so on. So, but she died. So interesting. And that the game always, this game does, what am I going to say? There's just that little bit more random to what appears, not what appears where, since it's obviously on the tile, but when stuff appears and how much of it appears. Like a single dragon, probably not an issue for her. And maybe even when they, one of them flips and she runs and so on. But because there were 3, that just wasn't happening. And they just slammed her armor and then killed her. And if she hadn't been wounded before, she might survive that. Because she indeed did have a round. They had all flipped. And so she was good to escape with the Shoes of the Thief. But never got a chance to play those. And she's done. So that's week 1. The score is 4-1 to 0-0. And we're ready for our second week here in a little bit. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, subscribe, hit like, do all the things that for YouTube, but comment. I love to hear comments more than anything else. We'll talk to you about Dragons Down. What do you think about the contrast of the red felt? I think it works, but you guys can tell me. So I'll talk to you later.